Right, chat. I realized that Twitch and Kick did not update after I hit the update button, or I didn't hit something properly. So the alert went out that I'm doing Marvel Legendary, but I'm not. Not doing the old Ashes. That's what I get for not double checking things. Sorry. Legendary Ashes. Yeah, yeah. That's what we're doing instead. That's the game plan. God, sometimes, man. This thing. Amateur hour, basically. Alex, welcome to the chat. Remember when I was talking about king sleeves or sleeve kings and how insane it would be if I started getting king sleeves to possibly replace Dragon Shield? Came in, I forgot I ordered 440 king sleeves. Is that what it's called? Also, welcome. It has begun. Billy, welcome to chat. Ash is hype. When I first opened the pack of sleeves and compared to Dragon Shield, I thought I ordered the penny sleeves, but I did get the right sleeves. Not used to how loose the top of the sleeves were. Yeah. Cap, welcome to chat. It's Friday. Let's go. Arrow, welcome to chat. Happy Friday, everybody. Are we doing it? Are we really deck building? No, we're doing Ashes Reborn. I just don't know how streaming works. Apparently, sleeve kings. Yeah. Okay. Make sure I wasn't confused. Lady friend is a receptionist at a pet clinic, and there's a Girl Scout troop hanging out. So the doc gave the girls a quick tour, but almost forgot about the euthanasia that was happening. That's fine. Link, welcome to chat. Happy Friday. Going into a birthday weekend. Hopefully Norway wins. Let's go. I'm rooting for Erling Haaland. Happy birthday. I'm also going for Norway since Germany went out. Yeah, I'm excited for him. Relentless, welcome. Amateur hour. I know, Joshy, welcome to chat. Hello, I feel like a heel rooting for England. I don't honestly care who wins. I just want to see Erling do well at this point. So, but if England wins, I'm not like upset about it, you know. We'd love to see a sleeves video someday. Like, what kind of sleeves video? I'm not against the idea. I just don't know what to show. Because I've only really have experience with 3 kinds. Dragon Shield. Well, that I still have, I guess. I think I have some old FFG ones still, but really Sleeve Kings and Dragon Shield. And I don't know how well it would be to like show it on a video. I mean, I guess I can show like the sizes of it. But past that, I don't know how it would work, you know? Is it usually the same 2 countries in the FIFA final? Nah. Now it's, I mean, Argentina and France was the same as last time. But, you know, usually Germany's up there. Italy, which hasn't been in a while, is usually up there. Brazil's usually up there, and they're all out. So, England's looking good this year. So, like, Morocco making it this far was a shock. Belgium making it this far was kind of a shock. So, not really. I mean, it's definitely like Europe heavy for sure. But yeah, it's not always the same. It just feels so because it's so spaced out. But to be fair, I think there's only 7 or 8 countries that have ever won the World Cup, if I remember correctly. So it's like 10 countries that are usual. Yeah. So it depends on how like small the group you're looking at. But Norway making it this far is kind of a shocker, you know. I think this is the furthest they've ever made it, right? Maybe. Oh, it's leaning very far back. I wonder if it broke. Nah, oh well. So yeah, so I just watched my reaction on that. But yeah, the Spain match was good today too. I wanted Spain to win by 30, but 2-1 ain't bad. I already saw online that people were like, Yamin Lamal is already washed as an 18-year-old. And it's like, dude, the guy had, I'm pretty sure, like a 7.8 rating today. Like, he did fine. And, like, he always draws 2 defenders off of him, so I don't know what they want. Yeah, he had 7.8 rating. He was literally the best on his team. Tied with Rodriguez. Or Rodri. So I don't know what they want. I don't know what they want from Lamine Yamal. But yeah, people online were just like, oh, it's washed already. Not good. Because I think they expect like kids like that to just be scoring like every 5 seconds. Because like we're so not like this World Cup has kind of been crazy with like the Golden Boot race with, I mean, kind of 4 people that are really in it. I mean, 3 definite leaders, right? You have Mbappe, Erling, and Messi. But like Harry Kane's not far out of the picture. So Uruguay, Italy, Brazil, Germany, England, Argentina, France, and Spain are the teams with at least 1 World Cup trophy. Yeah. Isn't that wild? That like always amazes me. That it's just those countries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8. 8 teams. And like, what? England has 1, right? Argentina has 2. Just Brazil is super dominating. And never, what was it? What was Zidane on after the headbutt? Was he Italy, right? And after the headbutt, he was like, Italy's never going to win again. And they have it. Which is still like the funniest thing. I remember being in, I think in high school when that happened. And it was like the talk, right? Because we all liked soccer back then too. And it was like the talk. And then, yeah, I think it was a couple years later, he did the interview. He's like, they're never going to win again. And sure enough, he's been right. So, but yeah, it's crazy. I always forget Uruguay is one of the teams that won, or one of the countries that won. England has 1. Argentina has, oh, they have 3. Okay. Okay. Oh, the name was French. God, what was I thinking when I said with Italy? Maybe he said that quote before they actually won again. Nah, whatever. Is a headbutt as the starting point of the show? Love it. But yeah, so anyway, what is it? This will be wrapping up in like 2 weeks, right? And then Premier League starts in like a month. MLS starts soon. MLS is talking about signing like a bunch of people, which is crazy. Oh, because he headbutt an Italian player. Okay, that might be what I'm thinking. Okay, thank you. Oh yeah, 2006. Yeah, we've been a senior. Ugh, God, that's so long ago. God, what a crazy time. That was, like, even just like thinking about it, I like that like lives rent free in my head. That headbutt, I love it. But yeah, so hopefully everyone's 2006 time gap equals depression. Dude, it's nuts. Well, like, have you ever seen those things where it's like, you know, you think your favorite songs are like, you know, 5-10 years old, they're actually like 25 years old or whatever that like you listen to, or like for me with 90s music, it's like 30 years old. It's like, oh my God, like Blink-182 was a long time ago. I try not to think about it too much. Too many of those now in music and video games. Yeah. I was doing that with a couple of different games, and it's just like, God, dang, whatever. David, welcome to chat. Just thanks for the stream. Just putting together some bulk boxes. Check them out if you haven't. I'm not a bulk box salesman. While listening to the stream in the background, hope all is well, bro. Appreciate it. I heard bulk box is pretty good. They were a little expensive from what I remember, but I heard they were good. Did you catch Sammy's quote-unquote pipe bomb where he's upset about Punk winning? Yeah. Comments are tearing apart. Yeah, because he's trash. I'm sorry. I know there's people that like him in chat. It just like I watched the thing, and it's just like it just feels so. Bro is 44 years old, and he feels like he's trying to be like an edgy like 20-year-old still. Right? He's 44. He looks like he's 50 something. Like he does not look good for his age. He looks rough. Dude needs to hit the gym. So he's just, it feels like he's always like trying to be like edgy with things and whatnot, and it just falls flat. Like, I don't know. It's whatever. Mario 64 age will make you shake your head, dude. I remember seeing Mario 64 in a Blockbuster. There's a statement, and just being like, this is the pinnacle of video games. It cannot look better than this. It is impossible. Turns out I was wrong. Though we are starting to kind of peak, right? Because there's only so many pixels you can put in a video game now. But even so, like, I'm really happy with graphics and how they are. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's my old boomer take. It's like, I don't need to look much better. Mainly because no one can optimize a video game anymore. So, like, all these new games are coming out and they're like 200 gigs or whatever they are. It's like, come on. Mario 64 blew my mind. Holds up so well still. Yeah. Yeah, I need to play it soon. Like, again, emulate. Not emulate. It's on the Nintendo store. Been watching Pokemon stuff all day. I started with yellow, so I feel so old. I started with blue because I like Blastoise. I was one of the weird kids who didn't like Charizard as much. I was a Blastoise guy. What is it? Squirtle Squad. I was on the Squirtle Squad. So started with blue, and then I got yellow, and then I got silver, and then I kind of stopped playing Pokemon after that. It's like $50 for 3 boxes, but I think they hold a ton of sleeve cards and they fit perfectly in the IKEA Calyx. I don't have an IKEA Calyx. I think mine is a little bit smaller, so I have to measure it to see if it fits. If it fits, I would probably get it because the black ones I have for Marvel Champions are absolute trash and I hate them with a burning passion. And I hope they all blow up and die. But that's just my thoughts. But yeah, I want to look for a new storage system for that. So let me know. Let me know like next stream on Monday how you like it. Xbox having N64, Mario, GoldenEye, LOZ, and Rogue Squadron. LOZ. Oh, Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda. Sorry, it's blanking. Yeah, dude, GoldenEye was the best. Don't screen peek, bro. Look at the Mario 64 recompilation project. Amazing stuff. Can make it look true native 4K and ray tracing. Like, that's insane. I had dinner with Calvin Coolidge. How old are you? Calvin. Yeah, dude, it's wild. It's wild. And it's funny too, because like there's a couple of games that are coming out, but they're mainly video games that I just want like remasters of that I'm getting, with the exception of Persona 6. But I already saw that Persona 4 Revival, they're editing things to keep it up with the times. Barf. Barf. I'm like scared for that game. I hate that. I hate that so much. Like, I don't care if Persona 6 is more like for the times, that's fine. Persona 4 was made in 2006, right? The game should reflect the time period in which it takes place. I don't know. Boomer take, I guess, but who does cool silent calories from those days? This is already my third set of bulk boxes. I've already got all my Marvel Champions sleeves in them, as well as Arkham Heart. Okay, so one bulk box, like how many bulk boxes do you need for an entire collection of Marvel Champions? Remakes and remasters, or a whole discussion? Yeah. You know what's funny is I was very much on the remaster train. Like, I don't like the idea of remaking things because if you're using my definition, and maybe our definition is different, right? Remaster to me is the same as that game, just update the graphics and like voice acting or something like that, like HD it, right? Kind of what they did with Final Fantasy X, right? That was a remaster in my opinion. Maybe that's not what you use, but that's fine. Remake to me always is like they're changing things, right? They're making different decisions with things. I've always just liked the idea of remasters, but as I've gotten older and I've gotten more into PC gaming, I realized that the modding community is truly one of the GOATs. And like for Final Fantasy VII OG, I've talked about this, like it's phenomenal, right? It's phenomenal. The other improv group in my speech team always had a random historical personality show up in their scenes, mostly Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It was funny the first couple times, but got a hold. Yusuke better be Yosuke-like. Yosuke's different. They're toning him down. That was specifically called out that they're toning down Yosuke. Teddy should probably be fine because he always had translation issues to begin with. Yeah. Yeah, they're hiding behind that it translated poorly. But, like, from my understanding from people that played the Japanese version of the game, they're like, no, it's basically the same. Yosuke is Yosuke. But yeah, they're toning him down a lot, apparently. Again, to fit with the modern times. Which makes me, once again, worried about... oh, what's their faces? I'm drawing a stupid blank because I can picture them in my head. But just 2 of them for all of champions. Okay, I'm down for that. Kanji and Naoto. They're gonna change them fundamentally. For sure. Which is a shame because they have really good depths of story with their characters. And I think they're going to simplify their characters. I also think just today's audience is kind of dumb and doesn't get nuance. So either the remaster doesn't change anything at all. It usually just gives you access to play it on more modern. Yeah, that's very true too. Oh wait, there we go. Like Marvel Champions, I have 3 wooden cases, a travel case, a separate case for sleeves, and miscellaneous and other DeWalt case for repurpose to hold my decks. That's amazing. I love it. I have everything besides War Machine, and I've gotten everything in just 2 of them. They come in sets of 3, and they're all in Dragon Shield clear matte. That's really good to know. Alright, so I can use the 3rd box for something else, which is good. I might use that then for... maybe Ashes. I like the Ashes boxes I have, but it's going to become too much. But I think I've shown these before. They're from Amazon. Quick fold box, magnetics, whatever. And like I need 3 of them plus a regular shoebox one. But I like this magnet thing. I don't know. There's something about this I like. Like it sticks. You can kind of hear it. So I don't know. I just like it. I don't know why I'm a sucker for it. But I really should get another set. I think I like that they're so skinny. Like they're really skinny. And I think I like that because I have a weird shelf in this closet over here. And I think it just like fits well in there. So D20, have you ever played Catherine by the same devs of Persona? My favorite game from them still. Yeah. Catherine's really good. I played it when it first came out. And I remember thinking this is really weird. But then it grew on me. But I do want to play it again. I own it. I haven't played it on Steam yet. I played it when it originally came out for PS2, 3, somewhere in there. BCW boxes are nice, but that Ashes box is peak. Yeah. And I have a great magnet case for all my unbuilt heroes. Nice. I like unbuild everything. Build and unbuild everything. So. I played Catherine when it first came out and then loved it. I want to play it again. I need to. It's good. I want to play... Okay, so I've played Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vanilla completely. And that was fine. I think I expected something different from it. So I'm backwards, right? So I didn't start with the SMT series. I started with Persona. So I started with Persona 4, then Persona 4 Golden on the PS Vita. Then went back and played PS3 Fez. Then played Persona 5. And then Persona 5 Royal. And then Persona 3 Remake. And then after that, I played SMT 5 Vanilla. And that wasn't quite what I got. Or I'm sorry, that's not quite what I thought it was going to be. I don't know what I expected from it, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. And not in a bad way. I think my expectations were just way off. So it took me like 10 hours to be like, oh, this is a different thing. Like I was expecting more of like, you know, the high school simulator and whatever. And it wasn't. And that's fine. It just, my expectations were off. And then I got Persona 5 or SMT5 Vengeance. And I only made it like 2 hours in, and I got really busy with work and I couldn't do it. But I want to do that. And then everyone kept recommending SMT3 Nocturne. And then I got it, and then they did a upgrade for it or something. I don't remember what happened. And I need to go play that again, because I hear SMT3 I hear is like one of the best. And I haven't done that. So I've tried playing most Persona games and bounce off them too hard. They are great, but I don't enjoy it. Yeah, I mean, to each their own, for sure. No, welcome to chat. But did you play Shin Megami Tensei X Persona Dance Off? I have not. Though I heard some of the Persona dance games are actually good, and I refuse to believe that. I tried once to unbuild everything, and I didn't like it, so now I have 12 to 14 decks ready to roll. I do play multiplayer a lot. That's fair. Shin Megami Tensei with Devil May Cry is the only one I remember. I think it's the third one, right? If I remember correctly. I think it's the third one. Like the original third one. But I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I want to play SMT5 again. Or 3. I guess I should finish 3. So I got some very nice cardboard boxes off of AliExpress years ago for my entire Lord of the Rings collection for cheap. I know I need to find some good ones. I had a decent set. But I have a lot of like the shoebox design. Like ones that are like this, right? So this is some of my Ashes cards are in here, and you put the lid on top. I like this design, but I wanted the kind that you pulled out, and I went with the cheaper option, the black ones, and they're absolute trash. I hate them. I would never, ever, 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 ever recommend them to anyone. So I kind of want to get the BCW plastic ones, because like Nelson always recommended them and said they were really good. So I kind of want to get that, but yeah, I don't know. I just didn't want to spend that much money on them, you know? Flawlessly sing the Persona songs? I wish. Though some of the songs are in my gym playlist. I tried P3 and P4 dance-off demos. They were good, but I'm also not good with rhythm games. No. The AliExpress ones are magnetic and rubber on the outside and soft on the inside. Interesting. Yeah, I have to look at some options, different things. I don't know. I feel like no box does quite what I want. And I don't know what the thing is that I want. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm in a weird spot. Because I wanted to do something, but I don't know what that something is. And that's a me problem. Because I can't define the thing that I want. You know? And I don't know. I'll figure it out one day. But, and I guess the other thing too is because like as Marvel Champions grows and grows and grows, I'm just like, okay, so I need to be able to like expand into other things. But I don't know. Oh, and the other reason I got the sliding ones because you could fit 3 rows of cards versus the white box you could fit 2. In my storage system, I can only fit the white ones on top, so it's only 4 rows of cards versus the black ones that are slidey. I could fit 6, so I was like, this will take up less space, but they're terrible. So it's a song called "Your Affection," probably. The other one I like is I'd have to look it up. I have to turn off YouTube's music though to look it up in a second. But I do like that one. When to be good and hold a lot or enough for use to travel makes it hard. Yeah, see, like I don't travel with any of it, so I don't have to worry about that. Like I'm never too worried about that. Since 99.9% of my games are played right here in this room. And then I have some deck boxes, so if I need to bring it anywhere, I can just throw them in that. So I feel like I'm good. But I don't know. I want to redo everything. I also want to... I want to redo that whole section over there. So like the yellow blanket that I'm kind of pointing to right now, that's a TV. And I want to hang that up there. But the studs are in a really weird spot on that wall, so I'm not sure how to hang that yet. So I got to engineer something. So anyway, more importantly, I want to move all that other stuff that's there because it's like novels and mine stuff that's just like stuck over there. So I want to move all of that and then put like a calyx, I guess. I really hate buying calyx, but I just don't have time to build something myself. So I'll probably put that, something like that over there, so I can just store everything. What furniture or place do you store your cards? So there's 4 spots stuff is stored right now. There's a fake calyx, so it's wood. It's a cheap wood, but it's wood. Because I try to use solid wood things since I don't like MDF material. But I bought it from some weird store. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like little cubby things. And that stores stuff for like mostly card games and some random games I play a lot on stream. In that closet is like ashes, and like all the Cloud Spire stuff is on the ground. I think there's some other like random games in there that are like in there, and like all my sleeves and stuff. In the basement is 2 giant racks of just like games I just shove in random spots. And then when you first walk in my house, there's a closet to the left that's supposed to be for like you know, jackets or whatever. Nah, it's board games. So that closet to the left has shelving, and then has a giant wooden piece. Like it's, I have to show you guys a picture of it, because it's really weird the way I built it. So it's a solid wood case that I built, hand cut dovetails and everything. Like it's, you could put 1,000 pounds in that thing, it's gonna be completely fine. So it's hand cut. I didn't use any power tools on it because I wanted to do it by hand because I was just having fun. But the way it's like, it's probably this wide, right? About 6 feet. And it's a normal door frame, so you kind of have to like finagle it in there. So I finagled it in there, and it holds a lot of things. And I really built it to hold like all my Too Many Bones, all of my Final Girl stuff, like all the really heavy stuff, because it can fit all that. I can fit my Cloud Spire down there too, but it's hard to tuck into corners. It's got Elder Scrolls on it because that's a really heavy game, so like all the heavy stuff usually goes on there, and then some like random stuff just to fill in gaps. But yeah, it's like a massive thing. And I remember testing it by having myself stand on it with 100 extra pounds of weight and then jumping on it, and it held. And I was like, cool. So it's kind of a crazy shelf. And whenever I get it out of there, I'll take a picture of it, because if I took a picture of it now, you wouldn't be able to see it that much. But yeah, it's hand cut dovetailed all the way down. Dado grooves down the middle, so like the way that it sits, like it's nestled inside, like it's all red oak, so it's all made with oak and whatever. So yeah, it's cool. Mushroom taco bolts. Excuse me. I have a 2x8 IKEA calyx on metal legs in my office garage to store mine. No, it's not for board games. I'm so proud. This thing sounds awesome. Yeah, it was a fun thing to build. If I have time, I'll build a second one for there, because I have a lot of wood downstairs that I need to do, but I probably won't do it by hand. I'll probably actually use machines for it, at least for the jointing of the wood, because jointing wood by hand, if you've never done it, it's very relaxing, but it takes a really long time. Like, so literally you're trying to take a piece of board that's like twisted like this, and then you make it not that by shaving it down slowly. Yeah, it takes a while. It's fun, but it takes a while. So anyway, I'll probably use machines on that, but I'll probably still hand cut the dovetails, because machine cut dovetails look like trash to me, so I don't like them. But yeah. How do we know you're not really small in a tiny house? That's true. You don't. But if you ever meet me at a convention, then you'll know. 6'2", 6'3", somewhere in there. 3D scan it and send it to chat. Need a tour of your home? Yeah. What dividers do you use for Marvel Legendary? I just use the ones that came with it. That's it. I was thinking about getting the what's their faces, Tesseract ones, but I didn't know if I was going to keep them in their boxes horizontal or get new boxes vertical, so I haven't really done anything yet. 3'11". I feel like I'm 6'2". I feel like I'm 7 feet tall. Bonus points whoever gets that reference. So yeah. Anyway, I want to build a new one there. And because of how I build it, it only needs 4 cubbies. I don't need a bunch because it's made out of solid wood. And I have a bunch of solid wood lying around still. So I might just build a new one for there and call it a day. I don't know. It'd be nice to get some of the stuff out of there. And out of the basement too. But we'll see. Eventually, it would have been nice. What's probably going to happen at some point. So like where our house is laid out, sell one to chat, can't afford the shipping. I could sell it for a decent price. Like I can sell you the nicest antique furniture you'll ever have, and it will outlast you and your children, right? Getting it to you is the problem, right? Like, because for something like that, like like something that's bigger than the Calyx, can hold more weight than the Calyx, looks nicer than the Calyx, I can sell it to you for like 250 bucks, right? And then I can make a good amount of money off of that. But to get it to you, even if you live a state away from me, is like hundreds of dollars. That's the problem. 6 feet tall and ain't no hand-me-down. So yeah. So anyway, I want to build one for there, and if it's up there, you can all see it eventually. So if it's nice, no, like, so I priced this out, right? The one I have downstairs, for example, I said, okay, if a guy I knew was interested in Michigan for it, for me to get it to him to Michigan was $700 to just get it to him. And I was like, that's insane. Like, it's going to cost $1,000 for this thing. Like, I like, even if the guy would have been like, because I told him how much it's going to cost, and he was kind of thinking about it, I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, I would rather you just spend gas money and come and pick it up from my house, because the gas money is going to be like $100 and like $100 on your car, right? That's crazy. These are fine European prices, American made. Exactly. It's nuts. Well, it's funny too, because like, again, I love woodworking. I still need, I know, chat, I need to do a woodworking stream at some point. Maybe we will at some point in the future once I figure it out. But I love it. But the problem is that you get really like snobbish about it, and you start going like, this handcrafted furniture, it's kind of shoddy. I did that with some of the Amish furniture. I felt so bad. So my in-laws, they live in like a very Amish area, or like the Amish people are like live kind of like the next 2 towns over. And so they were looking at their furniture, and they were looking at getting something. So I'm looking at it, and Novels, this was like years ago before my son, and Novels is looking at it. She's like, this is pretty nice made stuff. And I'm inspecting it, and I'm not saying anything. I was like, yeah, it's not bad and whatever. And she's like, what's wrong with it? And I was like, well, let me tell you. And there's like certain things that like were just done quickly, right? They're just because they were producing it for stores. They were just doing it fast, slap Amish made on it. I'm sure the actual Amish that put things in their houses are much nicer than this. And this is just what they're selling to the peons. But I was like, this is like not the right way to do it. Like, it's not done well. Like, this isn't done well. That's not done well. That's going to crack. I could tell you that's going to crack. This finish isn't good. Like, stuff like that. Anyway, they bought one, and they weren't like very happy after a couple of years. Then after a couple of years, like, it started showing some wears and some cracks, and I was like, yeah, I could tell. So it's and maybe it was just the store that they were at. So my working friend always talks crap about most furniture he sees. Yeah, well, that's why like the that table company that was like really popular, and maybe they still are. Wormsword or whatever. Like, so I have a lot of issues with their business practice in general. I think they waste a ton of money. They have a guy, or they did. They won't list it on their website anymore, but this was back in the day. They had a guy that literally jointed boards all day. For those that don't know what that means, it's literally a machine with a very, very flat bed, and you run a piece of board through it, and you put it on its angle, and that face that you just ran it through, you put it against a fence, and you run the side. And that's it. And then they have a separate guy that goes to a planer. All a planer does is take that side that you made flat, and it mirrors that side. So you put it on a planer, and you put it in the machine, and it just kind of runs through it, and then that's it. They had a guy for that, and and then your last edge isn't done yet, so you have to run it through a table saw. Usually is the best way to do it. So they had another guy that just ran it through a table saw. Bro, you do not need 3 people to do that. I don't care how much stuff you're churning out. You do not need 3 people for that. That's insane. That's insane. And that's why their tables were so expensive. And I can get to that more in a second. That's 3 salaries. And they bragged about how much they pay their people and whatever. And like, that's cool. I'm all for it. The problem is you're paying them for the value that isn't there. Like, it doesn't matter how much you're doing. Like, it really doesn't. It does not take that long to joint that much wood that you would need for a table. Even if you were taking out 10 tables a day, they are sitting around doing nothing half the day. I guarantee it. So anyway, I let it slide because I was like, you know, apparently every YouTuber out there was like, this is the finest piece of furniture I've ever seen. There's nothing nicer than this. I was like, okay, like, cool. I went to PAX Unplugged when they're in their heyday. And I was with my buddy. And I was like, oh, Wormwood is here. I want to go see their table because this is the finest piece of table I've ever, that YouTubers have ever seen in their lives. So I want to check it out. Like, it's cool. And it's very nice. It's polished very well. You know, it's a 400 grit polish on it, or a 400 grit sand orbit disc sand polisher on it. I can see the scratch lines because they didn't hand polish it or hand sand it. So I'm saying polisher because that's for my other job. Hand or a 400 grit. It's not even 400 grit. It's probably 380. But regardless, random orbit sander. They might be using a belt sander on some things, but a lot of it looked like a hand one. Just, you can see the swirl pattern, is all I'm saying. They did not touch it up at the end, but regardless, okay. And I'm going, it's a very nice finish. It's polyurethane, whatever. And I'm looking through it. I'm looking at how they actually joint the things, and it's terrible. Like, if you took the table and racked it, which is just like, if you go on the edge of any table and you move it back and forth, that's racking, right? So if you racked it, like, you'll snap it. Like, it would not be that hard to snap this table. So I'm kind of like, one of the guys was talking to me, trying to sell me a table, and I'm not really doing it. And he, like, I put my hand on the side, and I'm like, as I'm talking to him, I'm kind of racking it a little bit. And he's like, oh yeah, it's like, you know, this is like just like the demo for the shows and whatever, so it gets a lot of use. That's why it's a little loose. And I was like, I was like, how do you ship it? And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, well, it doesn't come like this full table, so how is it shipped? And they're like, well, we flat pack it so that the legs are packed inside of it, and then you have to attach the legs. And I was like, well, how do you attach the legs then? Because there are good ways you can do it with jointing, right? You can basically have it slide down and slide up, and it's kind of like it looks like a prong almost joint, right? There's different ways you can do it. They don't do that. They just basically have a pin system, or they did at least, where you basically shoving a pin or a screw of some sort to hold together. Wherever your joint is your weakest spot in your table. If it's just screws or pins going in, they will break. It doesn't matter how solid the wood is. They will break over time, because naturally, think about it, when you get up from a table, people push off of it. Every time you push, it's moving that joint. It's making it bigger. It's weakening the insides. So yeah, long story short, a different guy I know in this industry got one. And I was like, hey, just be careful with it, because don't let people rack that table, because it's going to break down. And he's like, no, it's solid. It's solid. It's like, okay. Sure enough, 2 years later, he DM'd me on Instagram, and he's like, man, my table broke. And then it snapped it, because the legs broke off because they were being racked, and then the side came down, and they didn't. Whenever you do woodworking, like on calyxes, you'll see on the corners, it's like a hard point. When you do like solid woodworking, you should bevel it, like, so like shave off the corner, or you should round it over or something like that. They didn't really do that at this time. And whenever you have a sharp edge and it hits the ground, it's going to snap. So then it snapped, obviously. And he was like pissed. And I was like, you can kind of fix it, but you'll kind of see it, but it's going to be a pain. So anyway, long story short, I'm not impressed by the tables. Maybe they've gotten better in the past few years. This was like 4 years ago. Maybe they're better now. Maybe they're better tables. Maybe they up the game. I don't know. They just weren't that impressive then, especially for the price tag. Sorry, that's my long rant. 2 years later, Grandpa died on that table. I mean, Grandpa died, he would have fell through the table. Better as in more wood glue? Maybe. That's the thing. Like, they weren't even using a gluing system. It was literally like wooden dowels they were giving you to slide in. And dowels can work. I mean, like a bit for a while, but they will break down over time. So I forgot that's the reason you're called D20 woodworking. Used to do a lot of woodworking stuff. That's what I used to sell. Nelson has some of it. I sold a fair amount of board game wooden accessories. We still have a bunch. I need to get back to it. My favorite thing was selling card holders. My son uses it all the time because like he can't hold that many Uno cards. So I have what I sold the most of was a dual level card holder. So it was just like that like wide, like that thick, and like that long or whatever. And you just basically take like a saw cut at one height and then a deeper saw cut at the second height, so it like stacks your cards at 2 different levels. It's like really easy to make, so you can sell them for like $8-10. Arrow, 2 gifted, dude. I appreciate the support. Thank you very much. So it's 2 different heights and whatever, and it's really great for kids or like older people who can't hold cards. I need to like do that more to sell it, because I was able to sell it really cheap. But back to it, if it doesn't take away work life sanity. Yeah, the only reason I got out of it is when my son was born. Again, I do a lot of like hand tool woodworking, but for that stuff I use machines. But like it would wake him up from his naps because like the bench is attached to a wall, and so like it vibrates the whole house, or you can hear it, I should say, through the whole house. So I would like to at some point. So free stuff, Pog. Then you just tell him to go back to sleep. I know, right? Card shuffle, bad haircut. She tries really hard. She tries really hard to cut it. I have cowlicks. It's not her fault. But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably get back into it at some point. It would be fun. It'd be really enjoyable. And then I could sell it and make money off of all you people. I will pay to have someone fade your hair. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the Ute is talking about. Fade haircut. What is that? Ugh. It's gross. But I do it for enough subs. D20 showing up with the MCC McCuster. Thanks, Maverick. You have the audience, I might as well. Do you make token trays? Not the trays. I don't know how I would do that. I'd have to think about that. It depends on how you would want it done. But I've done like, I don't have any up here anymore. Like I used to do hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, hexagons that were like bored out in the middle. So like you could put them on a table and it'd be like wooden little tray things, and you could turn it over and technically use it as a coaster if you really want to. But yeah, I used to do that and sell them stupid cheap. And then Wormwood came out and just put magnets on everything, and everyone's like, well, I want the magnet version. And I was like, well, that makes sense. I mean, why pay $6 to $8 for mine when you could pay $30 and have magnets? So make me some Kimfire Delve stuff. What would you want? Make me a tray with furniture hater quotes. I could do it. Said you got, even my partner said you got the Matt McCuster. It's okay. It's common with dads. All right. I appreciate it. I'll never pay you for goods rendered. I'll just pay you your time entertaining me. Dance, monkey, dance. Zoolander. I saw a documentary about magnets being magic. I thought magnets aren't real. I don't remember the conspiracy theory for it, but it's something about the government invented magnets. I wish Upper Deck gave us a box to hold all the content. Yeah. I want to build a solid wooden box that works. I think that's something I really want to do. I have a rough idea how I would do it, but that's one thing I want to build. I don't know how I have a rough idea how it would go. Birds in your eyes aren't real? Oh, birds are fake for sure. As someone who watches birds constantly because I enjoy it, because I'm old, I guess. Yeah, birds aren't real. They're government spy agents. Disregard that right next to my back door, there was a bird nest, and I watched baby birds come out, and I watched them try to get fed and all that stuff. No, still government. They still popped up and put them in there for me every night. It was impressive. The Ring camera couldn't even pick them up. Every excuse me, every science question I do is Jack O'Neill from Strange Stargate. Answer with magnets. Anteaters aren't crazy. I've never seen an anteater. Obviously doesn't exist. Obviously. I'm just asking questions, chat. Some of the conspiracy theory people, like, just entertain me. It's just fire entertainment. I mean, it's like super dangerous stuff, but when you don't take them seriously, it's just straight up entertainment. Oh, I need to show what deck I'm using, because it's a weird one tonight, chat. Hey, Manifer 7. You know what is frustrating? The raccoons in my garage. Do you need a bear trap for them? I may or may not have one. That's the deck I'm using. It's a weird deck. It's a really weird deck. So we'll see how this goes. Do you know how to make raccoon gumbo? I can figure it out. I've been feeding them grapes. It's my own fault. Yeah. I had a mouse in my attic, and I put a mouse trap up there. And I should probably get it down soon because it's been kind of hot, and I'm pretty sure he's not alive anymore. But I really don't want to go up there and get him anymore. But I should. I massacred a lot of mice in my day. I hate them. They got in my house one time, and then they just bred like bunny rabbits. It took me forever to get rid of them. Some of it I was able to do humanely. Well, actually, most of them I was able to do humanely because we had humane traps for them. And the others I was able to leave them out. Some of them just felt the wrath. They weren't where they belonged. Oh, yeah, that's a good use of cats. The problem is I feel bad shoving a cat up in my attic because it's like 120 degrees in the summer. But I feel like it would get the job done. And I'll just like lay it down at the end of the day. Probably not great for the cat, though. But then I can get a dog, and the dog would go get the cat for me. But then that would probably die, too. So, what's bigger than a dog that could get dogs? I'd have to get one of them. Shove that up in the attic. All I know is I'm going to eventually end up with a lion. Kids. David, welcome to chat. Especially JoJo and Jeff hire Mousers. Mousers for sure. Oh my god. Oh, that was the last thing I was saying with everything. So the room I'm in now, right, is the second biggest like bedroom in our house. Like, so master bedroom, my bedroom, my son's on that side of the wall, and his room is smaller than this room. So I know at some point, because like deep down I want to get rid of this bed because Beast Snow's never showing up. So I want to get rid of this bed. Now there's Joshy. So I want to get rid of this bed, but like my in-laws sometimes stay there. I guess they need a place to sleep or something. So we have it for them so they can use it like 3 times a year, 4 times a year, whatever it is. So we have it for that. But I know at some point eventually that room, like that's my son, that's smaller, like as he gets older he's gonna want this room, which is fine. He can have that. So now I'm moving to that one, but then it's like I need to redesign everything around it, and that will not fit this desk and that bed. I mean, it will, but barely. So I don't know. Like that room is probably half the size of this room. It's really small. I have a small house. So, well, well, I guess the house is small. More so, the bedrooms are small because just what do you need big bedrooms for? Like, I don't know. We don't hang out in the bedroom. Your in-laws can camp in your backyard. I got a lot of land. They can camp anywhere in the back they want. There's a lot of land back there for them. It's whatever they want. It's great. No one will bother them. A certain section of her house is fenced, or backyard is fenced in, so the bears won't get them. Keith, thank you for the 100 bits, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate you all supporting the channel recently. Not just recently. You have in a long time, but past month's been crazy, so thank you. The chicken coop next to the cows? Yeah, but I don't want them to disturb my chickens. Just kidding. We don't have chickens. I want chickens so bad. I eat so many eggs that make more financial sense for us to just buy chickens. It would make way more financial sense. And then when the chickens are about to die, you just eat them. Seems like a good plan to me. Novels doesn't think so. Peace out. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You make fried chicken? I know. Right? I've processed chicken before. Right? No, I processed different kind of bird. What was it? Pheasant? Was it a pheasant? I think it was a pheasant. Oh. It's easier to hunt. They're in a cage. Because bears never climb fences. They are the best law-abiding wild animal. Okay. They can't climb my fence. And the only reason being is because the fence is so shoddy and like it's like a rickety metal with like kind of weird tops that they would just not understand how it worked and it would collapse and scare them. So yeah, they can't do it. Can't do it. Also, my fence is really, really weird. It's surrounded by trees. So like Grand Theft Auto. So like my backyard is really weird. So I have like over an acre of land. And my immediate backyard, where basically the septic tank is, has a fence that's kind of like a triangle, but the point's dulled off. But the entire perimeter of that is just evergreen trees, so like you can't see into it. And then past it and to the left and to the right, there's even more land. I don't know why they did that when they made the house. It doesn't make quite any sense to me because it's very hard to weed whack all that stuff. It's actually a massive pain. And I may have accidentally killed one of the evergreen trees, so I'm gonna have to replant that or something. But whatever. So it's a very weird setup. Bears would have a hard time getting to it. I mean, I know they can climb it, but like the trees will just fall over. They weigh too much. Like they're like really weak evergreen trees. So, all right, let me pop down. Let's do this. Do some smashes. Nope. I forget which button it is. All right, so I shared the deck. That's one. We are doing the old Victoria. Oh, that is very blurry. God. I hate everything. Need help with your camera? Yeah, I needed to stay set. Is that better? Yeah, it's better. Okay. So I don't know why it doesn't save those settings. So we're doing Victoria Glassfire. She gets a 5 battlefield, 5 spell board on there, 18 life. You have the ability to reroll up to 4 dice in a target opponent's active pool. Reroll an equal number of dice in your active pool. So that is our deck. What's weird about this is that there are no conjurations in this deck whatsoever. I don't fully understand their choice with that, but that's what it is. So there's no conjurations. The way that they have this basically built out, it's around Celestial Knight. So Celestial Knight's going to come in, and they want me to basically put a Crystal Shield and Root Armor on it. Right, so the Crystal Shield will give us 2 extra life. Root Armor will give us another 1. Armored, after we're dealt damage, prevent 1 of it being received. And she does this by herself too. So it's 2 damage received will be like automatically reduced. And then this may guard for any unit that's being attacked. Okay. Now, what makes it more interesting is they're using the card Devotion on it. So Devotion, I wish her ability only costs a basic taken at all right. Hey, Magnuson. How's it going? So, this card's the interesting card it's working off of. So, this card, what they're doing is that it can only be attached to a unit you control. When attaching this spell, remove 1 exhaustion token from this unit. Okay. Phoenixborn comes in a new box. This one? No, she's been around for a while. for a few years. This is just her all art card. This one. If you go to any trade show and ask them for it, they'll give it to you. Okay, so this unit will have the following abilities. You know, extra recovery, extra life. Do not place exhaustion tokens on this unit as a result of its countering. And this unit cannot attack. And because of Crystal Shield, this unit may guard a unit that is being attacked. So we can constantly defend everything, essentially, right? With Crystal or Celestial Knight and just have it keep counterattacking. That seems to be the plan. I don't know how well it's going to work in actual practice. So what were you saying, David? I wish your ability only costs a basic. Yeah. It's one thing I have to look up. It's not. Okay. Yeah, so the idea is that this Celestial Knight will basically be out there and will just constantly block everything and counterattack everything. That seems to be the plan. It just can no longer attack. I just want to make sure that she could block for my Phoenix Born, but she can. So yeah, the whole build is around the idea that I will put her out with these 3 cards, essentially, and constantly just block. Like, that's it. That's the entire game plan with this card. And then the other units will come out to help attack. She will lose the ability to attack, but she's just there to counterattack everything. That's essentially it. So I don't know how well it's going to work, but it seems to be the game plan that they want. So we'll go for it. I'm going against the Frostwild Scourge, and I kind of forgot how he works, but I'll be able to figure it out, I'm sure. All right. So yeah, our starting 5 will be Celestial Knight, Devotion, Crystal Shield, and Root Armor, and Frostbite. Frostbite, I don't really know what that's there for, but we'll figure it out. Maybe just deal damage to a unit. So we need a decent roll to try to play everything that we want to play. And then, yeah, just defend with the Celestial Knight over and over and over, since it's never going to exhaust the defend. Or it shouldn't, at least. Alright. Draw a pile. Got this. Let's shuffle this up. And then we'll do its thing. Okay. And if anyone doesn't remember rules, stuff, or whatever, you can ask and I'll try to answer. Currently, don't forget to roll the dice for the bad guy. I know to defend. Alright, let's roll our dice, see where we're at. We're the first player to start off with. I don't even know the purpose of this pink die, but we have that for whatever reason. So we have that. That's mid. Basic, basic, basic. Mid, mid. High, high. Okay. Okay. Cool. 4 different colored dice for whatever reason. That's fine. Okay. Okie dokie. So the first thing that I want to do is we prepared everything. Okay. So we got to do a main action, side action. Because she's crazy, man. All right. So we have a wolf. We have a wolf. We have an angel. And we have a basic. Okay. So we can play her. So we're going to do her first because this seems to be what they want me to do with her. So main action. We're going to do the wolf die, the angel die, and a basic. and play for her to get on the table. Cool. That is set. Then that's everything. So no status. We roll these two. Oh, good at 12. Place a red range token on the Chimera and reveal a card. Man, starting off strong. I love it. Reveal a card. So reveal Stormbolt. So Storm. Oh, this is the Storm aspect, by the way, for Frostwire Scourge. When this unit comes into play, attach a stun conjuration alteration spell to the opposing player's rightmost unexhausted target. Well, that stinks. I did not get that out. I don't even know where that is. The stun. It's not in here, right? Hold on. I don't remember seeing that. It's a shadow. Is it mixed in with the shadow? No. All right. Oh, wait. Maybe it's in might. No. Okay. Where would I have placed this? Corpse of Veros? No. Fury aspect? No. Shadow? No. 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 Not the Horde. Oh boy. It's not there. Where would I have done with the stun one? It's an illusion deck. It's an illusion, Michael. Yeah, they're not... minus 1 point, I know, right? They're not shuffled in there. They're not there. Not there, not there. Not there. Not there, not there. Does some of them look bigger than others? But I guess not. Right, is it Conjure? It's a stun alteration conjured spell. It's not those. Oh boy. It should be within this group, I thought. It's not in the charm deck, right? Or is it? Figure. Oh yeah, it is. It's in this one. For whatever reason. Okay, that's fine. Found it. Found it. Okay, so what's it? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so stun states the attached card is considered to be exhausted. The spell cannot be attached to this card if it is stunned. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so it's considered to be exhausted. Do a side action and lower this die down 1 value. To discard that. Main action. I put the crystal shield on it. So it's a leaf and a basic. So I'll use a leaf and a basic die. So I actually did the Ashes all in recently for the Ascensi. Love it. Also welcome CW. So we now have Guard. And we have 2 extra life on her. Cool. So we did her side, we did her main. Okay. Next roll, don't be a 12. 5 in a basic. Okay. So 5 states reveal, attack with revealed aspect. So it comes in, it's attacking my Phoenixborn, which is fine. When this unit is declared as an attacker, attach a stun alteration spell to the opposing target's leftmost and rightmost unit. Son of a gun. Okay. So it's dealing 3 damage. And they're stunned again. When you're stunned, you can't counterattack. Is that correct? Just says it considers to be exhausted. But yeah, I guess you can't. Okay. So stun says the spell cannot be attached to a card that already has a stun effect. Stun is the status on a card. It's considered to be exhausted. No, you cannot. Yeah, it's just weird because, like, okay, if it's exhausted, we can't. And this one that we're going to be putting on says basically, well, we could still be exhausted. We just do not place exhaustion tokens on this unit. Okay. All right. Figure that out in a second. 3 damage. Okay, so we did that. Cool. So token versus keywords kind of a weird. Yeah. This stun thing is going to mess us up. I did not think about this with this build, but that's fine. Hopefully it still works out. All right, we'll do our side thing and spend a leaf, which will be a frog in our case. So now after this unit is dealt damage, prevent 1 of that damage. She gets an extra life. Okay. Main action. That was our main action, right? No, that was our side action. Main action. We're going to do Frostbite and play it down under our spell board. All right. Next one. Sorry, this is exhausted before I forget. Because he attacked. Basic and a 9. Reveal, attach a vigor, conjure, alteration spell to his revealed aspect. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. All right, so reveal, attach a vigor, conjuration, alteration spell to reveal aspect. Gale Force comes with 3 at the start of the Chimera's turn. Remove 1 status token. If you do, opposing player must lower 1 non-basic die. Okay, that's fine. Vigor. When his unit is destroyed, reroll 1 basic rage die. Okay, that's fine. All right, so side action. We're gonna lower a die value. This the basic to get rid of our stunned, and then we're going to attack with our unit. We're gonna try to take out Shockwave. So we have to roll this because he's exhausted. 3 attack, 3 life. Okay, it's a 1, so it doesn't block. So I deal 3 damage to it. I kill it. It does 3 to me. After using dealt damage, prevent 1, so it only does 1 damage to me. And then it is dead, and then 2 blood goes on. So that's 2 damage onto it. Alright, so that was my side and main. Roll our next cards. Put this over here. A 2 and a thing. 2 reveal. Okay, so reveal the last one, which is another Shockwave. When it declares you as an attacker, stun an alteration spell to the left. Oh, okay. That's rough for us. Okay. So with our side action, we're going to place this last one. And it's a heart and an angel. So now, so now we remove our exhaustion token from it, but she can no longer attack. Her entire life purpose now is to basically defend and kill everything back. So hopefully that's good. Main action, we can't do anything, so I will pass for now because I could probably do something next turn. Okay, so we don't roll any dice. They're going to attack our rightmost unit, which is going to be this gal. They're attacking for 2. We reduce that amount to 0. And when this unit comes into play, that's only into play. Okay. We attack it back. We don't exhaust when we counterattack due to this card. Do not place exhaustion tokens on this unit as a result of its countering. So we deal 3 damage to it and kill it. deals 1 blood. And we don't exhaust. It dealt no damage to me. Cool. Now it's my turn. Side action, I'm going to change the value of something, I guess. Oh, I have to remove one of these. If you do lower it, yeah, okay, that's fine. Side action. Do I want to do anything? No, because I don't want to lower it. I'm just going to pass. I'm going to wait for it to do its thing. So it does 1. It's going to exhaust and attack my leftmost unit. I'm only dealing 3 back to it. 2, 3. And then it deals 1 damage to me. And that's it. It won't die yet. My turn, nothing happens. Yeah, nothing happens still. They're going to use their last one. Again, we can't lower anything of value, so that's fine. When this unit is declared as an attacker, attach a stun conjuration thing to her. And it's going to deal 3 damage here. So there's going to be 6 total ones here. And we'll have to deal with that later. All right. That was its turn. My turn. Now, even if I raise the value, it's not going to do anything. So I just have to get rid of the stun next turn. Actually, no. Well, side action, we're going to increase this one. So we'll discard a top card. Son of a gun. That's not what I want to discard. Discard this to bring up to a leaf. And then we'll use main action. This and a leaf. Deal 1 damage to a target unit or Phoenixborn. So we're going to do it to Gale Force and kill it. And when we do so, we re-roll 1 basic rage die. Nah, son of a gun. 2 blood. So he's up to 5 damage now. And then that's it. Nothing else can happen. Okay. So remove all our exhaustion tokens. She's not exhausted. Recover value. So we have a recovery of 2. So we heal back to full life. Then this is going to move over. Exhaust dice. Play red rains tokens. So it's going to get a second one on there. Replenish aspects. So 2. Yeah. Yep, it gets 1. All right. So that's out there now. Replenish statuses. There are no statuses. It is now the first player. And then we are going to roll all of our dice. Yeah, it just takes me a minute. All right, this is a basic. The lion on top. Leaps in the middle. The face is in the middle. Angel wings are built. Draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we got all of our units apparently. So that's something. Though too many units, we can't use all of them. After an opponent is declared as an attacker, you may play this unit from your hand without paying its main cost. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So that's that. Cool. Dude, yeah, Shadow Guard's so good. Okay. Okay. So, it is their turn because they're first player. Son of a gun. 3, which is attack if able, if not revealed. It is able. So it would put a stun on us. We're already stunned. And it's going to deal 3 damage to her. So it's 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 out of 18. All right, for my side action, I'm going to lower this main die down 1 and get rid of my stun. Sorry. Wait. Attack if able. Yeah, so it was able. Oh, wait. No, we're not putting the 3 on. We are going to, after an opponent has declared attackers, you may play this unit from your hand without paying its main action cost. So we're going to play that from her hand. She still takes the hit, though. Right? Because it can only guard a unit. Well, I guess no, I can still guard the Phoenixborn, right? But I don't think I really want to. I just want to pay for it. So that's going to come in. And we still take the 3 damage. Okay. Yeah. A little slow. Yeah, I don't want to block yet because it only has 1 life. Yeah, I guess that'd be a decent block. Nah, we'll save it for now. Raise 3 dice, you have to pull 1 level. Lower 3 dice in the target opponent's level. Deal 3 damage to target unit the opponent controls. Oh, yo, we're doing this. I don't even need to and I want to. Dice that are on your cards, do you have to exhaust them each round? Does anyone remember? Or they don't stay on, right, in between rounds? All right, so what I'm thinking is, while we think about that, I want to play Juggle. So it's my side action. Where's my thing that shows side action? All right, so my side action is going to be the face and 2 basics. Remove the around. Thank you. Okay. So raise 3 dice in your active pool 1 level. We'll do 1, 2, 3. Why not? And then we can lower 3 dice in the target's active pool. So we'll lower 3 of his dice. 1, 2, 3. And then we can do 3 damage to a target unit that the opponent controls. They have 3 life, so I will do it to them. They are dead. 2 more blood. Cool. So that was our side action. Our main action will be nothing. Oh, I guess I can attack with the Shadow Guard. Let's do that. Let's attack with the Shadow Guard as our main action. So we're just attacking them for 3 more damage. So there's 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 out of 35 done. Okay. That was side of main. Their turn. And a 10. Attach a stun alteration spell to the opposing target's rightmost unexhausted unit. I don't know why they have an exhaustion token on them. They shouldn't. So rightmost unexhausted unit would be this one. Knight's Recover is 1. And they have 1 life. I need to attach things to them. And then Reveal. Okay. So Reveal. Avalanche. After this unit destroys a unit an opponent controls by attacking, the opponent may exhaust 1 of the dice in the active pool. Okay. That's fine. So, side action. We're going to get rid of stun again. Actually, no. We're not yet. Side action. No, we will. We will. Lower this one. Get rid of that. Main action. Is pass for now. Because I can't play these. And that's a side action. I wish I could do 2 side actions. All right, they're going to go now. 6 and a basic. 6 states Reveal, attack with the revealed aspect. So, Avalanche comes in after the unit destroys an opponent controls by attacking. That opponent must... After this unit destroys a unit an opponent controls by attacking. Okay, so yeah, it's not going to happen. All right, so I'm going to block instead with Celestial Knight. She doesn't exhaust. She deals 3 damage to it. And it's got 1 life left. And, oh no, it has no life left. Sorry, it's dead. But it does 4 attack to us, which is only 2. Because we defend for 2. So it kills this. After this unit destroys a unit. It didn't destroy a unit. I destroyed a unit. 2 more blood. And then when it attacked, we put in the Shadow Guard for free. Okay. Now it's our turn. God, this is like a crazy thing. You don't destroy has boss be destroyed. I know, right? All right, so for our side action, we're going to use the wings and put... Oh, I thought you didn't have to pay for it. Oh, then I couldn't do the last one either. So I pay the dice cost. By paying its main... Oh, I thought it was the whole cost. Alright, then it gets 3 life back. And these 2 never came in. These 2 never came in because I don't have those dice. They're exhausted. I wasn't thinking about that. You're right. So it brings it to 9. Alright, so with that being that the case, we'll side action, put this on this one, and chill. Okay. Any reaction? Yeah. I don't know why I was thinking wrong. Main action, we're going to use this, play this, and deal 1 damage to a target unit or Phoenix Born. We're going to deal 1 damage. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. We're still gonna wait. I'm going to pass. I'm going to let it keep doing its thing. All right, that goes there. 8. Reveal. Attach a Vigor Conjure Alteration spell to it. Reaction. Okay, thank you. Storm. When this unit comes into play, attach a Stun Conjuration Alteration spell to the opposing player's rightmost unit. Okay. So we're stunned. And then 8 was attach it with Vigor. Which gives it an extra attack. That's fine. Okay. So our turn. Side action. We're just getting rid of the stun. Main action. Now we'll use Frostbite. Deal 1 damage to a target unit. So it has 1 life. When his unit is destroyed, reroll a basic rage die. Okay. And it's got 1 blood. Did I put a Vigor in here before? I did. Oops. I put these over here. They should be over here. So that was 1 blood. So now it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Holy cow. We were struggling, but we're there now. All right, so now it's their turn. They're going to attack. We're going to defend against this. We don't exhaust to defend. It does 4 damage. We only take 2 of it. And then we deal 4 damage back, killing it. Does 2 blood to this. Okay. Okay. That's all we can do. And that's fine. Yeah, we're done. Okay. So recover. We recover 3 now. No, we recover 4 now. 2, 3, 4. So they're back up to full life. Unexhaust. No exhaustion. No exhaustion. Okay. Exhaust dice. We won't do the blue one. That's fine. I'll hold on to these cards. No red range tokens. Replenish aspects. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That's that. We're going to be first player again. Draw or roll our dice. Heart goes in the middle. Frog is on top. Basic. Big one in the middle. All right, we have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll hold on to all them. 4, 5. All right, we could put another root armor on if we really... Well, we could put a root armor on the shadow guard, maybe. Okay. So it's our turn. I'm going to do a side action first. Get rid of one of my shadow guards to raise this up. And then my main action is I'm going to play another one. Okay. So that was our side and our main action. Their turn. 11. Attach a stun or conjuration spell to the opposing player target's rightmost unexhausted unit. Reveal. Hey, Salsa. Frostwile Scourge. Gale Force. One stat token if you do, lower 1 non-basic die. Okay. 2, 3. Okay. Main action. Oh boy. Okay. Main action. Nothing. Side action. We'll lower the frog down 1 to get rid of the stun. And that's it. So then they're going to do this. We lower one of our dice. We don't need a frog, right? Well, frog's not bad. We'll lower the pink one down. Okay. Then roll all these. Basic and a 4. 4 is attack if able, if not reveal. Okay, so we are able. Attack our leftmost unit. It does 2 damage. We don't care. We prevent 1 damage, 1 damage. So it does nothing. We deal 4 damage back. It kills Gale Force. This is actually kind of a crazy build. And that's it. All right, so our turn. Side action, we're going to put root armor on to this guard. Shadow guard. Because we don't need to do more with the Celestial Knight. She's stacked. And then main action, we might as well just attack the Frostwile Scourge, I guess. So yeah, we'll do that. So it does 3 damage. So that's 14, 15, 16, 17. 15, 16, 17. Okay, we're like halfway there. Their turn. Oh, 12. Place the red rains on there. Okay, so it's going to be all the red rains. So after placing remove red rains tokens. Discard all cards the Chimera doesn't own. Deal 3 damage to each Phoenixborn the Chimera's opposing opponent's control. And stun everything. So what is it? 3 damage to each Phoenixborn the Chimera's opponent controls. So 3 damage to 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 out of 18. And then everything gets stunned. So stun, stun, stun. To all the units and Phoenixborn. Okay. And then we're on behavior 2. Okay. And then we reveal before we forget. Avalanche again. Okay. So my side action, I'm going to lower this 1 by 1 and get rid of the stun on that one because that's the stun we care about most. Main action, I don't care as much. We can still pass. So yeah, we'll just wait. Is balanced toward pre-constructed decks, but it is useful testing constructed decks. Yeah. 1 and that. So 1 is just a reveal. Shockwave when this unit declares an attacker. Okay, so we're not there yet, so that's fine. That one's a pain to deal with because that's going to stun this unit and just deal damage. So, all right. So what we'll do is we'll do a side action. Spend Angel to heal 2 wound token from a Phoenixborn. So we'll do it off of her and heal her. Main action, still nothing. So that's heal, goes away. their last turn, a 1 reveals. Okay. This unit will block for the Chimera. Okay, that's fine. When this unit is dealt damage, prevent 1 of the damage. Okay, that's fine. That's that. We'll lower 1 value down to remove the stun off of here. And then main action. We'll exhaust this to deal 1 damage to something. We'll just do it to them. Okay. Avalanche is going to attack. We're going to block. It's going to deal 4 damage. We defend 2 of it, so it does 2 damage to us. And we deal 4 damage back, killing it. So that's 2 blood. So at 15, 16, 17, 18. So that's 20 total. I have 35. All right. Our turn. I'm going to top deck to increase the value of one of these. So we'll put this up to its highest value. All right. So they're going to go. They're going to attack her. I'm just going to let this hit her. There's not much we can do about that right now. Because I can't block. Because when this unit is declared as an attacker, attach a stun conjuration to left and right. Most passive-aggressive ways to kill the bag. I know, right? So that's that. Unfortunately, shockwaves we can't do anything with yet. All right. So that's that. Our turn. We're going to lower this value by 1. Get rid of this stun. Their turn. They're going to attack my rightmost unit. She has guard on it. So they're going to attack for 1. Does no damage to us. We attack for 4. It reduces it by 1. So it's 3 damage. So it kills this guy. 1 blood on there. Our turn. We lower this value down by 1 more. We get rid of stun. And we pass. Everyone passes around. We're done. Cool. Okay. And again, for those that are joining now, I can't exhaust her because of one of her cards. So she's just there to block, essentially. Over and over and over and over and over. They get a red range token. Exhaust all of our dice. These are all basic. They're now first player. We refill their aspect. Do have to take out Shockwave in the beginning. And then we roll our dice. Let you remove the stun. It's on the card. So it says we just lower 1 non-basic die in your active pool by 1 level. So as long as we lower 1, we can unstun ourselves. Basic. Wolf. Angel. Leaf. Lion. Leaf. We have 1, 2. Yep, no problem. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this one's weird. After 1 or more wound tokens are placed on your opponent's Phoenix Bone, you may play this unit from your hand without paying its main action cost. I don't get why this is in my game then. Because they put this in the deck and it's got 2 of these hourglasses, but we don't have hourglasses. This was a part of the reason why I thought you could skip it. Was because of this. So I have literally no idea why they put this in the deck then. Because we don't have that die. Yeah, it's very weird. It's literally a useless card for us. Well, it's going to become a thing we throw away. Didn't understand the reaction rules? That's fair. All right. It was on the site. It was on this. Yeah, I'm just going to use it. I'm going to pitch it. So that's fine. We can use it for something else. All right. They go first. No, it's not a PvE deck. I mean, it's for both. 12. Jeez Louise. We've been rolling 12s like crazy. Reveal. Alright, at the start of the Chimera's turn, remove one damage to all exhausted units and exhausted Phoenix born in play. Okay. That goes there. Alright, so we're going to pitch this. Oh, we forgot to recover. We're going to pitch the Hunter and increase this one all the way up. And then we can use both of these as our main action to play the Shadow Guard. Those are the only, man, I've rolled so many 12s today. Alright, so this goes down 1. At the start of Chimera's turn, remove 1 status token from the unit to deal 1 damage to all exhausted units and exhausted Phoenix born. Okay, so we don't have any, so that's fine. Ugh, okay. They get another Red Rains token, which means they trigger their thing, which is absolutely terrible for us. Sure, your cards for this? I currently have mine separated. They're all kind of like organized through Tesseract dividers. I'll show you in a second. Discard all. Okay, destroy the leftmost unit target. Oh my god. Well, I think we lost. Destroy the leftmost unit controlled by each of the Chimera's opponents. Attach a stun conjuration spell to all units in Phoenix born. Nah. Okay. Change of strategy, chat. So the way I have it is that they're all in dividers. So like conjuration for this aspect is there and so on and so forth. Okay. Okay. Oh, and 6. We didn't do that. Reveal, attach a vigor to it. Another bone chill. Okay. And attach a vigor to it. Okay. So, our turn. Main action will put another frostbite out there. So now it's focused. And side action will lower this one to remove a stun on this one at least. And they're going to die. So that's cool. Yeah, jeez. I think we're going to get wrecked. This does 2 damage, which knocks out this Shadow Guard. Get wrecked, nerd. Alright, so that's that. Their turn. Use precons? Yeah. I wanted to change it up. Precons are good, though. 5 is reveal and attack with the reveal aspect. Yeah, I can. And another bone chill. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna side action. Put this on my Shadow Guard. It costs Angel? Yeah, Angel. Okay. Main action. We're gonna do this in a basic die to deal 1 damage. To this guy. Oh, no, to this guy. 1 damage there. Okay. So they're going to attack now. They attacked my Phoenix Born for 3, so that's going to be up to 16. Out of 18. Okay. Side action, we'll play heal. We're going to heal it 2, so it goes back down to 14. Main action, we'll use this one with a basic die to deal the last damage to this guy. Oh, this shit went down 1. This shit didn't. That's fine. 1 blood. And reroll a basic die. Okay. I'm not sure. Alright, so it's dead. Okay. They're gonna attack. I'm going to let this hit this guy and not counterattack. So it deals 1 damage to me because I reduce it by 1. So it's at 1. That's fine. Our main action. 22. Our main action, we're going to attack with the Shadow Guard onto it. Yeah, we just got to do the damage to it. So it deals 4 damage. So that brings it up to 26. 25, 26. It's got 9 more life. They're going to attack this unit. It deals, again, 1 damage. We can't deal damage back, so that's fine. Go back and forth. Nothing happens. That's that. Okay. So it gains 3 tokens. So we do its ultimate again. Each of the Chimera's opponents removes a die they control from the game from their active pool if possible. We'll get rid of this, so it's gone from the game. They have 3 things. They were going to get a 4th. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's that. We'll exhaust all these, so we're down a die. We're going to be first player. I'm kind of just hoping I can get some people out there and deal damage, but I don't know. I feel like I lost most of my allies. Slash, they put allies in here that you can't use. So I'm hoping I have some attack cards coming up. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Deal 1 damage to all your opponent's units. You may draw a card. Wallop. Okay, we can add extra attack to them. That's good. That's fine. When the spell comes to play, choose an opponent to choose a unit they control. Then choose a unit you control. Okay. Oh, holy relics. Okay, we're gonna stack this guy. Okay, we have a plan, chat. We need a frog, though. Okay, so first we're going to side action. We're going to top deck and change this to a frog. Then our main action, we're going to use 2 angels to put on holy relics. Oh, we forgot to recover. Onto our guard. He's now up to 3, 4, 5, 6 attack. And that's it for us. They're going to go. They only have 1 face down card. Oh, we have to replenish their statuses before I forget. We forgot to put a stun on here, too. Okay. So since we did that, hold on, wait. Before we rolled these, he takes 2 damage. Deal 1 damage. I prevent 1 damage from being received, so doesn't deal any damage to me. Okay. Then they rolled a 4. Reveal, attack with the revealed aspect. It's a defender card, so that's fine. It's going to attack my rightmost aspect. I'm going to defend with her and take the 2 damage. Or 1 damage, sorry. Okay. Side action, we're going to lower this down by 1, remove the stun. All right, main action, we'll do Frostbite. Get rid of a basic. We deal 1 damage to a unit. 10, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, no, we have to defend with that. What do they have? 25, 26. We can't do 9 damage yet. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. So we'll deal the 1 damage onto here. All right. Their turn. They're going to attack my main thing. Oh no, but we put a stun alteration spell on the opposing left and rightmost unit, so we die. Because it's going to be stunned. So we can't do it. So it's going to kill us. Oh my god. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so stunning really annoys you. So that's a loss. If we didn't get stunned, I could have blocked with this guy. Taken out this with this. And hoped I just held on for another round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, we have an ally that I don't get why we're putting this in there. But I could have put Holy Relics on and just basically swung a ton. And that would have been basically our goal. Yeah, I would have put Frostbite in another one. I could have done Misty Typhoon to knock out the 2. So that would have been 2, 3, 4 more blood. Which would brought up to 30. And then they would have went, and hopefully I could have attacked with the Shadow Guard eventually and won. That would have been the game plan. But yeah. Oh, okay. So stunning was rough. Having 3 allies that do literally nothing is rough. And yeah. Yeah. If we had 3 allies that just did basic attack, we would have been fine. Or 3 conjurations would have been better. The idea of this deck is actually really cool. You just need to tweak it slightly. I would take out the hunters and just put conjuration spells in. They're basic that I could just cycle through as blockers. Because it would have been nicer to put one on one end, one on another end, and like bookend something, you know, just to get us going a little bit longer with the Celestial Knight. Because the Celestial Knight idea is actually like a crazy good idea. Like, I really like that idea. And just stacking her with Crystal Shield, Root Armor, Devotion. If we would have added the Holy Relics, which would have given her 2 more attack, and then put Wallop on. So she would have been swinging for 3. Oh, and the armor. So 4, 5, 6, 7. She would have been swinging for 8. So if she doesn't get stunned, she swings everything on 8 and recovers an insane amount and never takes damage. And then they had, on top of it, Sacred Ground, so that after this unit, so all your units currently gain the following ability at the start of your next turn. So after this unit is dealt damage, it prevents 1. Shadow Guards, yeah. The problem is, like, because I would have to get the Shadow Guard out first. And there's not, they only give you 2 of these dice. I don't understand why I have a pink one in here. Like, nothing used it, that I remember. Maybe something did. No, I think they literally had it in there so it reduced the attack, but I don't need to reduce the attack. You should have removed the pink die to put in another one of these dice. Devotion? Is that what it was for? Oh, you're right. Yeah, so you needed it for Devotion. Okay. But yeah, regardless, we're taking a Dark Water Hunter. I mean, absolutely useless. And probably change one of these to one of these other dice. So yeah, like the idea is really, 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 really good. I really like the idea, but it's just deck built poorly. It needs 3 conjurations in my opinion. And then I think then you're really good to go. At least then I can cycle through things to just basically hit the Scourge over and over and over. But yeah, still an interesting idea. I'm getting to the point that I'm ready, I think, to start deck building on my own in this game. It's just, it feels like there's so much and I have so little understanding of some cards that I get worried. But I feel like I'm almost at the point where I can start doing kind of what I want. I think. Frostback Bear would be good in that, yeah. Yeah, so that's probably what I would change about it. Those 3 things, or those 3 cards, and maybe one of these frog dice for one of the wolf dice. Natural into illusion, Michael. But yeah, that was fine. Did you get any deck with the dice? Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, so I'm getting to the point that I think I'm ready to stop using the pre-built stuff online. And I have a little bit of confidence now to be like, okay, I'll build it myself the way I think it works, whatever, because the deck building is so open that I'll just do it however I want. And I think I can get there kind of decently with it now. At least somewhat. Also, this whole stun mechanic was terrible for it. If the stun mechanic didn't exist, we would have been fine too. That was the other thing. That's a me problem though. Oh well. Oh well. Still good fun. Still love the game. Even if I played poorly. Oh my god. I hate these boxes. Molten Lava would have been good in that deck as well. Did I have one copy of Molten Lava? Or did I just see it before? I think I just saw it before. But yeah, that'd been another good one too. Oh well. Alright. Oh well. Done for the night? Yeah. 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 Think about different cards that will work with a specific deck. Yeah. Use your Jolly Rancher as a tie. Yeah, I think there's a few things that could have worked. It just needs to be tweaked upon. But the Celestial Knight idea is a really good idea. Of just stacking. I mean, I guess you could do it really with anyone. But the idea that it's pretty cool. I like that. Oh well. Well, I'm happy we got back to the table at least. It's been a hot minute, so. Celestial Knights, the foundation is really good. Yeah. Yeah. I was kind of shocked it worked as well as it did, to be honest. Best game of Legend. What can I say? The new Legendary. All right, chat. So yeah, so I'll be back Monday. I think Monday we're actually going to play Legendary Monday and Wednesday since whatchamacallit's coming out soon. Since allegedly Daredevil's going to come out soon, so I'm probably going to be doing a lot of Daredevil soonish. So kind of prevent myself mentally for that. So I think on Monday and Wednesday we might do Legendary. I think. And next Friday I have no idea yet. So, but yeah, all right. I appreciate you all being here. Thanks for the support. Thanks for hanging out. Join Discord if you have not yet. Still need to put my pre-order in. I think I have it in. I don't know. Plaid Hat also said they shipped me something, but it was blank, so I have no idea what they're sending me. Have a great weekend. Hopefully you have a good one. Enjoy the soccer matches. They will be good. And yeah, appreciate you all hanging out. Thanks for helping me with the rules too, because it's been a hot minute since I played. So I will see you all Monday. We'll figure out exactly if I'm doing Champions or Legendary. I don't know which for sure yet, but we'll figure it out when we get closer. And I will see you all then. Take care. Have a great weekend. Join Discord. Take care.